Hey, what's up, y'all? So yes, it is time for me to do my five most overrated, right, or five most disappointing, five most underachieving teams in college football in 2022, according to me, based off of my preseason predictions. So, here we go. So, before we start, so I do have some honorable mentions first. Yeah. See, Michigan State, Baylor, and um, Oklahoma State. Of course, Michigan State, I had them going 8-4. They went 5-7. Baylor, I had them going 9-3. They went 6-6. And Oklahoma State, I had them going 10-2, and they went 7-5. So, um, but anyway, so how about we get into it? So I guess we are going to start with number 5. We have West Virginia. Yep, at number 5. I had them going 8-4. Yes, I guess I was really buying into all the JT Daniels hype. Yes, I was just being a JT Daniels homer because I'm a Georgia fan. But I mean, obviously, it didn't work out. But yes, a lot of off-season hype around West Virginia because of the addition of JT Daniels, and he was supposed to fix the offense. And I mean, the offense did improve, I think, probably. But the defense got worse. So the defense was what you could, count on, what you could rely on under Neil Brown. Yes, Neil Brown's problem had been offense. But of course, the defense was a big disappointment. They took, a step back, not just a step back. They took 2 or 3 steps back. They were terrible. So, yeah. And JT Daniels did not live up to the hype. So, yeah. I think he did end up getting benched at one point. So, anyway, so yeah, so I know my gold and blue dude was, of course, really, hyping his team up. But I mean, he's a fan. That's what he's supposed to do. But I think he said that West Virginia could win. Could win 9 or 10 games. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't go that far. I had a little bit more modest prediction at 8-5, but even that was given. I mean, 8-4, but even that was giving them too much credit. So yes, but I did have them going. Yes, but I did have y'all going 8-4. Only had y'all losing to Pitt. Y'all losing to Baylor. I think Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. but you ended up losing more than that. So let's see. Now we're going to pull up a schedule of what actually happened here, and y'all actually went 5-7. Yes, y'all shit the y'all excuse me, y'all crapped the bed. And yeah, so instead we thought y'all would take a step forward, but instead you you took a step back instead, which is horrible. I mean, unlike like a team like Michigan State or Baylor. I mean, we thought that they would, take a step back. Instead, they ended up taking 2 or 3 steps back. But I mean, I consider that to be not as bad as being expected to take a step forward, but instead taking a step backward, which is what is exactly what y'all did. So which is why I chose to put y'all at number 5 and not Michigan State or Baylor or Oklahoma State. So but anyway, so yeah, let's talk about this here. So, and I mean, yes, y'all lost to Iowa State. Yeah, that was your most embarrassing loss. That was Iowa State's only Big 12 win, and it came against you. That's right. You gave Iowa State their only Big 12 win. Yes, I guess y'all are feeling generous. However, I will give y'all credit. Y'all did beat Oklahoma. Yes, y'all did beat a terrible Oklahoma team. Yes, for the first time since you joined the Big 12. So congratulations on that. You got to beat Oklahoma before they leave to go to the SEC. So what else did you lose to? Let's see. You also lost to Texas. I had y'all beating Texas, but then again, I also had y'all losing to Baylor, and y'all beat Baylor. So who else did y'all lose to? You lost to Texas Tech, right? And TCU, Kansas State. So anyway, and you went 5-7. Didn't even make a bowl. And the worst part about it is y'all kept Neil Brown. So I mean, but anyways, how about we get along to the next team here? Number 4, we have Texas A&M and Dumbo Fisher. Yes, the Texas A&M Aggies. So here we go. And yes, this was after y'all signed the number 1 recruiting class. Yes, y'all were like a top 5. I think overall in the overall talent in the nation. You were like number 4, number 5, or number 3. You know that you were third in the SEC in overall talent, only behind Alabama and Georgia. So you just signed. I know you had to play a lot of freshmen, but those freshmen were part of the number 1 recruiting class. And never, or I mean, I won't say never, but rarely ever has a college football team done less with more than the 2022 Texas A&M football team. So Yeah, let's see here. But all that recruiting, to win 5 games is horrible and embarrassing and sad, really. But anyway, so what I had them doing, what did I predict them doing? I know that I was a little bit lower on A&M than most people. I think that most people had them going 9-3 or 10-2. Me, I had them going 8-4, so a little bit less, but it wasn't enough. But anyway, so yes, who did I have them losing to? Just Mississippi State, Alabama, South Carolina, and Ole Miss. So a modest prediction for A&M, though not modest enough. But seriously, though, let's talk about what really happened. Really happened was they went 5-7, didn't even make a bowl. Wow, all that talent to win 5 games, all the entire recruiting class that you bought, and most of them ended up hitting the portal. So anyway, and then yes, you lost to Appalachian State. Now, how in the world did that happen? I mean, this was not even a good App State team. I mean, this App State team was terrible. I mean, we're used to seeing App State winning 10 plus games a year, but this week, but last year, App State went 6-6. They really fell off a cliff. I mean, it would be, one thing to, lose to the App State team of years past that was winning 10, 11, 12 games every year. Then that would be one thing. This App State team has really fallen off. They went 6-6. And one of those wins was against you. Yes, you paid App State $1 million to beat you. That's right. And then, of course, in addition, you also lost to Florida and Auburn. Yeah, so Auburn and A&M were about the same. They both went 5-7. The difference is A&M has more talent. I mean, y'all were just embarrassing. Anyway, so how about let's move on to number 3. We have the Wisconsin Badgers. Yeah. Now let's look at my prediction for Wisconsin. I did have them going. What was it? 10-2. Yes, I had them going. 10-2. Yes, I had them winning their division. Yes, I had them winning the Big Ten West, going 10-2, 7-2 in conference play. And yeah, let's see here. I only had them losing to Ohio State and Michigan State, which they did. They did lose both of those. But they also lost a lot more than that. So now let's look at what really happened here. So anyway, so yeah, so Wisconsin, yeah. Y'all actually went 6-6. Wow. Yes, 6-6. Yes, this was your well, 6-6. Yes, 7-6 with a bowl win. You did beat Oklahoma State in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl to finish at 7-6. So yes, this was your worst season since 2008 when y'all went 7-6, but that was 7-6 with a bowl loss. In 2003, you were also 7-6 with a bowl loss. So, but really, the last time that you went 500 or worse in the regular season was 2001. Y'all went 5-6. So yes, this was your worst season since 2001 for the regular season. So we know at 5-6. Uh, um, so anyway, so yeah. No, y'all went. No, y'all went 5-7 in 2001. Yes, never mind. 5-7. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, and ultimately, this season ended up in Paul Christ getting fired and replaced with Luke Fickle. So, but anyway, and I mean, Wisconsin. You're used to them, being a contending team. I mean, you're used to them winning, you know, you know, 10 plus games a year. You've seen them win, 10, 11, sometimes even 12, games every year with, the occasional down year. But I mean, really, y'all haven't been, very good lately. It it's been rough. I think y'all are what like y'all are what like 8-5 last year. Yeah, 8-4 last year. So, but anyway, yeah, yes, and I thought that y'all would take a step forward and go 10-2. Instead, y'all went backwards and went 6-6. So I already mentioned your losses to Ohio State and Michigan State, which did happen. You also lost to Washington State at home. Washington State, a middle of the road, big Pac-12 team. Wow. And you got blown out at home by Illinois. Now I know that Illinois was better than usual, uh, but still, who else did you lose to? I also lost to Iowa. I mean, they literally had no offense. They were scoring 17 points a game, and you let them beat you. Of course, you also lost to Minnesota. That they're putting together a little streak on you now. Now they've beaten y'all 2 years in a row. When y'all used to beat them every year. Remember that? Yeah. Now they beat you. So, but anyway. So yeah. So how about we move on to number 2? We have the Oklahoma Sooners. So yes, I did have Oklahoma going 10-2 for the first year for Brent Venables, yeah, first time being a head coach. I guess I shouldn't have, bought into him, so much year one. But I mean, some coaches can have success in year one, but not Brent Venables. So anyway, so 10-2. Yes, I think I only had y'all losing to Kansas State and Oklahoma State. So I thought that y'all would, y'all could, win the Big 12, go back to dominating the Big 12 again after not even making the title game last year. So, but anyway, so yes, so Lincoln Riley did decide to leave to go to Southern Cal. So you do bring in Brent Venables, of course, the defensive coordinator from Clemson. So, but anyway, so how about we look at what actually happened? Anyway, you actually fell flat on your face. You went 6-6. Yes, this was your 6-7 with a bowl loss. You lost to Florida State in the Cheez-It Bowl, so 6-7, a losing record. Yes, this was your worst season since 1998, when y'all went 5-6. Yes, your worst year since 1998. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, like I said, we're used to seeing Oklahoma be a contender, every year. I mean, I remember when they used to make the playoffs. You remember that? I think there was like 3 years in a row, or like and 4 years out of 5 that y'all were winning the Big 12, making the playoffs. Dominating the Big 12. I think that before 2021, so 2015 to 2012, y'all won 6 Big 12 titles in a row. Now what happened is y'all had just completely just fell off. So yes, this was embarrassing and humiliating. So anyway, yeah. Like I said, 6-7. Let's see. So y'all also lost to, in addition to Kansas State. Well, you beat Oklahoma State. You also lost to Texas. Yes, just got absolutely obliterated by Texas. You lost to Texas Tech. Let's see, what else did you lose to? Yes, you lost to West Virginia. I mean, yes, for the first time since they joined the Big 12, you lost to West Virginia, and they were terrible. Yeah, yes, you did lose to TCU, of course. Yeah, did you lose to? Yeah, I think you lost to Baylor. So yeah, I think you only beat Iowa State, and like you beat Kansas, and you beat Oklahoma State. So yeah, let's see. Yeah. So anyway, so now how about we move on to the number one? Yes, the most overrated, the most disappointing team in 2022, the Miami Hurricanes. It's It's not about the U. So anyway, yeah. So let's look at what I had for Miami. I mean, this is just completely humiliating here. Y'all had me completely tricked. Yes, bamboozled. Yes, I can't believe this. It's so embarrassing. But I had y'all going 10-2. Yeah, with your in your first year under Mario Cristobal, who you brought over from Oregon. So, and yes, just a just disaster the first of a first year. But I did have y'all going 10-2, and I had y'all only losing to Texas A&M and North Carolina, and I even had y'all beating Clemson. What was I thinking? I wasn't the only one. I think almost everyone had them winning. Going like 9-3 or 10-2. I'm not the only one. Y'all fooled. But yeah, I got caught hook, line, and sinker. Yes, I also fell into the trap. So let's see here. But now let's look at what really happened. Y'all really went 5-7. Yeah, 5-7, didn't even make a bowl game. No, you lost to Middle Tennessee. Yeah, to Middle Tennessee by two touchdowns. Yeah, Middle Tennessee. Oh man. And of course y'all lost to Clemson, of course. Got destroyed. What was I thinking? Who else did you lose to? You lost to Pitt. Yes, you lost to Duke. Yes, you got blown out by Duke at home. Yes, Duke. And you had like 8 turnovers in that game. Who else you lost to? Let's see. Yeah, what about Florida State? Yes, y'all got absolutely annihilated by Florida State. I mean, wow, y'all are just terrible. I think that the only conference wins y'all got were just the two Virginias who were both just awful, and of course Georgia Tech, a dumpster fire, although they were improved over over the year before, but still, yes, just a complete failure. But I mean, the way we're thinking about it, I mean, it's really not that shocking for Miami to go 5-7. I mean, we're used to seeing Miami crap the bed and fall way short of expectations. I mean, they're kind of like the guess Miami is the Texas of the ACC. So, but anyways, that's gonna be it. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all again next time.